Hey everyone, welcome to the Guiding You Forward podcast presented by Mountain America Credit Union, where we talk about all things financial related. And today we're talking about the things that you can do to prevent fraud. Before we get into it though, hit that notification bell and subscribe to our channel so that you can get all of our content. And thankfully we have Rob from our fraud team with us to walk us through all that we can do. Hi Rob.
Hi Kristalina.
So what are some of the things we can do
Yeah.
to keep ourselves safe and protected from fraud?
Great question. Be open and honest, be transparent.
Okay.
Because it's a major warning sign if someone with whom you are corresponding tells you, hey, keep this to yourself. Don't tell the cashier. Don't tell the teller. Yeah, that's not good.
Okay.
That's not going to lead to any place that's going to be beneficial. So, in the example, you're instructed to buy gift cards to repay a refund that was overpaid. And you're told to tell the cashier that, no, these are gift cards for presents. No, be open and honest.
Okay.
The next thing that I would say is understand the transactions on your account and ask questions about transactions on your account. So if somebody says they're going to wire you money and you see money show up in your account, if you're not sure that it came by wire, go in and talk to somebody about it. Go into your local branch, call the service center, call the 800 number. Ask questions about the transactions that are occurring on your account. And in order to do that, the next do is monitor your account frequently.
Okay.
Monitor your account regularly. Look at those transactions. Make sure that you're understanding what those transactions are and that those transactions are authorized. As a consumer, your liability for an unauthorized transaction is weighted very heavily on how quickly you report it.
Okay.
So if you're reviewing your account every week, every 2 weeks, and you're seeing these unauthorized transactions, then that's great, because then your financial institution can take appropriate action to protect your account. And I will say in most cases, I certainly can't speak for all cases because that would be too broad of a generality, but in most cases you'll be made whole.
Okay.
So monitoring your account and understanding the transactions on your account are both very important do's.
Okay.
The next do I would like our viewers to remember is to get a second opinion.
Okay.
If something doesn't seem right, if you don't understand something, go and talk to somebody. Talk to a trusted friend. Talk to a trusted family member, a trusted neighbor. Go and talk to somebody at your financial institution. Be transparent with them and just tell them, hey, this is going on. I got this call from Google. I got this call from the Social Security Administration. I don't understand. If you get a call from somebody claiming to be from law enforcement, they say that you're in some kind of trouble, okay? And they ask you to go buy gift cards, something like that. Or they ask you to wire money to someone because somehow that's going to get you out of trouble. Talk to somebody. Say,
okay,
does this sound right? Does this doesn't sound right to me. Does it sound right to you? So talk to somebody that you trust.
Okay.
And trust Mountain America. If you have concerns or questions, or you need somebody to talk to about something that's questionable, contact us. Visit one of our branches. Go in, call us on our 800 number so that we can talk to you and we can help you sort it out. The next thing that I'll talk about, this is something that we're starting to see a little bit more frequently, particularly with the housing market that we're in. A lot of people buying houses, a lot of people making large purchases for their homes.
Yes.
Is if you receive wire instructions via email, do verify those instructions over the phone.
Okay.
So let me give you an example of something that happened recently. So a couple was buying a home, not uncommon.
Yeah.
They were wiring the money for their down payment, also not uncommon.
Yeah.
Right?
What you have to do.
What you have to do.
Yeah.
And so they got the wiring instructions from their realtor via email. They took those wiring instructions in. They said, hey, I need to send this amount of money to this person for a down payment on my home. What had happened is that the realtor's email had been hacked. And the fraudster saw that the realtor was corresponding with this person about a home purchase.
Okay.
They jumped in, sent an email as the realtor, with wire information for an account that they controlled and sent that to the home buyer as posing as the realtor. They got that email, they took it in, and that's where they wired the money. So regardless of why you're wiring money, it could be because you're buying a home, it could be because maybe you're wiring money to a home remodeler, whatever the case may be. It could have nothing to do with your home. If you get those wiring instructions via email, always make sure that over the phone, you at a known number, not a number that came in the email, because if they say, please, if you have questions about these instructions, call me at this number, that's no good. Call them at a number that you know and ask them, hey, I got these wiring instructions from you. You want me to wire it to this financial institution, to this routing number, to this account number, and this amount of money. Is that correct?
Okay.
It takes a couple of minutes and it will give you a huge peace of mind.
Yeah. When it's that amount of money, it makes sense to second guess that.
Because when you're wiring money, it's usually a substantial amount of money.
Right. Okay.
The next do set up account alerts. Most financial institutions offer account alerts. Mountain America offers account alerts. You can set up alerts for a certain amount of money, either coming out of your account or going into your account. You can set up alerts for when someone accesses your account via online and mobile branch.
Okay.
So set up those alerts so that you can be aware of what's going on.
Rob, thank you so much for joining us today and teaching us all the things that we can do to prevent fraud. And thanks to each of you for joining as well. And we will see you on the next episode of Guiding You Forward.